I apologize. I did not know I had my thing muted. I apologize, guys. I'm gonna rewind that again. We'll start from this top. I apologize. I did not know I had my thing muted.
Try turn. Send me a location. I wanna wine and see your love. Money pool like me a go. Squeeze my breast, I wanna give you a shout. Location. I wanna wine and see your love. Money pool like me a go. Squeeze my breast, I wanna give you a shout. Create a ball about my click against the wall. My near it a car. Stress out to me want something more. Walking on my wall, man, my girl can be out. No resistance. Brace my throat, let me get on my knees. I'll be anything you want me to be. Your location. I wanna wine and see your love. Money pool like me a go. Squeeze my breast, I wanna give you a shout. Location. I wanna wine and see your love. Money pool like me a go. Squeeze my breast, I wanna give you a shout. Coming on my bubble, skinny coat feet, talking on my juju. Jump and jack, you want to ride out. So make me have a slide out like lightning. Yes, I wanna nibble on the cocky and cough. If I know you would wanna fuck none at all, send me a location. I wanna wine and see your love. Money pool like me a go. Squeeze my breast, I wanna give you a shout. Location. I wanna wine and see your love. Money pool like me a go. Squeeze my breast, I wanna give you a shout. Baby, please, please, please. Rolling in the college black shoes all night. And I'm a sex lingerie in the pussy. Nobody else but my kisses. My kisses. My sex. Send me a location. I wanna wine and see your love. Money pool like me a go. Squeeze my breast, I wanna give you a shout. Location. I wanna wine and see your love. Money pool like me a go. Squeeze my breast, I wanna give you a shout. No.
Man, fuck all you hoes. Fuck you and your mammy and your granny too. Man, fuck all you hoes. I'm sick of this shit. Fuck all you hoes. Man, fuck all you. Don't give a damn, bitch, what you wanna do. Man, fuck all you hoes.
They like the chaos.
They like the chaos. So when you're able to
The chaos.
let that chaos reign with,
The chaos.
let that chaos reign with,
The chaos.
let that chaos reign with.
Must reign. Yes. Yes. Welcome, guys. Welcome to another edition another live stream or another podcast here on the Chaos Rain Show. I am Chaos Rain here. Today, this is one of them streams that I put some thought in deciding if I was going to talk about this. And the reason, to be honest with you, is because I do like and respect Alan Roger Currie when he was still alive. As you know, when I heard the news now 2.5 years ago, because they say he died in the late November of 2022. I think he transitioned like I think 6 months after Kevin Samuels transitioned back in May 5th of 2022. And make sure my math is right. June, July, August, September, October. Yeah, right. 6 months. Yeah. And the funny thing about him, he left a plethora of work, lots of books, lots of interviews, and hell, lots of exclusive podcasts. If you can still find it on Blog Talk Radio, they're there. And one of the few things that Alan Roger Currie was known for was his straight up approach in regards to how he deal with women. And he always pushed and advocates that his mode one approach is the most secure, safe, precautionary a man could do in any genre, any time, or any age where he is in life. And God knows PD probably need to be mode one with a lot of these chicks or these hoes, right? Same thing with DDG. And I don't really do much content on DDG because he's a content creator. So, but nonetheless, a lot of these dudes that either got money or not, your upfront approach is probably the most secure approach any man could take right now, moving forward. And to be honest with you, this is somewhat of a good thing. This is a telltale sign because whether people like them or not, and there are many people that paid Alan Roger Currie's service when he was alive. Now, do they still pay now that he's no longer gone? I can't speak for that. Maybe when I share this actual stream that was done by Sister George, maybe his wife will explain more in detail. But truly, the real intent of today's stream is to really ask the question about this man's legacy. Because you can tell his wonderful wife that's on the display, right? She's now doing the unforgettable, and that's OnlyFans, right? And I do not condone it. There's certain things I was very much respectful when the line was open. I didn't want to give my true intention on certain platforms because I had to be respectful to a degree because it's very hard to get people to do interviews on podcasts and on other social media brands or social media outlets because a lot of people nowadays are not really excited to voice and put themselves out there throughout the whole world to either listen or see. And I get it. I've been doing this thing now for almost 9 years. How you doing? What's good? I've been doing this for a long time. And I think it's almost approaching a decade next year when I first did my first interview. And I tell people this many times, this is not an easy thing to do. Most of y'all that will do this social media thing, this YouTube, this podcasting, this live streaming, you're going to get days when you're going to be frustrated. And those days are going to test you if you really want this or not. Right? You should keep going or you should just tap out. And I'm telling you now, you're going to get that feeling. You're not going to escape that feeling. I don't give a crap what anybody tell you that this thing's easy. It's not. And it should not be easy. Because let's be honest, you're competing with other people that have either the same delivery, the same message, or even more talent than you, and you're going to be competing against thousands and thousands of people that will do the same thing and bring a different approach or a better product to the market. And you should not be discouraged. You should always embrace the challenges ahead of you and try to see if you can compete with all other podcasts and separate yourself from the bunch. But that's not you're here to hear me talk about. So no further ado, I'm going to play this interview and I'm going to give my own commentary. And I did respect Mr. George, Sister George for doing this. So where's my thing? So let's hear from his wife's words her mouth. Let's go. Fair use, fair use.
Hey, Jameelah.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Good. How's everything been going?
It's been going pretty good.
Now, you know, now mind you, when Alan married this lady, she was in her late 20s, roughly 29, if I remember. She got married to Alan Roger Currie in 2020, I believe. I could go back, but I know it was 2020, almost 5 years ago, or 4.5 going 5 years ago. They've been married. Well, they were married, right? And she came across this man when she was 28 years old. So the lady you see on the right, Jameelah Currie, she's not a young woman. She was approaching what we like to call, or like most men on all aspects, the wall, right? Or approaching, you're slowly hitting the wall. And after 35, you slam into the wall, roughly. But she, was able to secure a mate as old as Alan at the age of 28 going 29. So let that sink in. All right, let's go.
Good. I can't complain, honestly.
Are you nervous?
Yes, I'm very, very nervous.
I don't want you to be nervous because I'm nervous and I'm like, oh my God. I haven't done an interview maybe in like almost 2 years. And so yeah, it's been a while since I just started going back live like a couple days ago. And when this all came out, I'm like, oh shit, I need to get her on the show. And at first I was super duper conflicted about it because, you've kind of set the space on fire. Everybody has been going nuts. And so I was like, I got some questions myself. And you know what? No better way to hear it than from the horse's mouth. And I'm like, let's do it. And so
now I'm not sure if Sister George reached out to Jameelah or Jameelah reached out to Sister George. And for the guy that I think the people that know, I heard about this from GMT, and he probably slinging it in the chat room right now. He's the first one. Well, he's not the first, but I heard somebody else before GMT. And if you're still listening, GMT, if you notice, you're not the first person that posts this exposure. Last time I checked, they said there was another content creator did it. I think his name was he ends with a bad guy. They say he is the one that revealed it first. But my thing is this, and the guy that did it first, besides you, GMT, why is it that older men are on OnlyFans looking at paying, and I mean literally paying with their pockets, a monthly subscription, seeing a chick show her feet or play with her pussy? I don't understand that. I don't understand at all. And you know what, dude? As I'm going through the stream, I'm going to reveal some information that will blow y'all guys' mind about this OnlyFans phenomenon and who really is spending money on these chicks. Let's go. Fair use, fair use.
So I guess I'll start off and ask you, how have you been since ARC's passing? Like, how have you been doing?
I have a really big support system with my family. And so we just been getting through it, honestly. ARC passing away was the hardest thing I ever been through in my life.
Really?
And yes, absolutely. And yeah, it's been 3 years, but honestly, we're still grieving, still getting through it. It happened so suddenly. And
Really?
yes, it happened very suddenly. And so yeah, we just been trying to build our life back to just get back to some normalcy.
Gotcha.
But of
How did
course,
you guys meet?
well,
Now, before she talks about how she met him, I remember when was the ARC said that he came across this lady through the chat room on one of his videos or live streams, and I think he made this lady moderate at the time. So at times she was very affectionate with him, and you could tell by Jameelah she looked like she's a very much a sexual freak. She loves all that ooey gooey nasty stuff. I think her background, where she's from, explains more to the level of freakiness. I'm not gonna give up most of it. Y'all guys gonna listen for yourself. Let's keep listening.
my dad used to listen to a lot of like the B1 type of content.
Mm-hmm.
Sonetta, Brother Polite.
Now, mind you, her father is a '70s baby, if I recall. So if he's listening to pro-blackness, etc., 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 that explains a lot of things. Gentlemen, I think you should be very cautious when you play certain things around your children because then you don't want them to get influenced. Unless you're gonna sit down and explain what why you listen to this, it gives more context. But nowadays we're very much today lazy parents. We don't like to sit down and talk and explain the things to what's going on to our children. You know what I'm saying? We want them to use their brains and think, and it gives more clarity once you start sit down and explain things to them. They might not get it or learn it from the first time, but you put the insight and the thought in their heads so they could think about it. That's the intention. Let's go.
Uh, I don't know if you ever seen the content, but they used to
Yeah,
be out in the
absolutely.
street and
Yeah, House of Content.
arguing, debating politics and
Was your
religion.
Yeah,
dad like a Israelite, a black Israelite?
that's that
Yes,
nigger
he
shit.
was.
What? Now that was I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he used to watch all that kind of content, and I was really close with my dad. So whenever I would go over to his house, he would have that on in the background.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just fell in love with the content. I really love to what is this? I really love to watch the men debate each other about religion and just the difference of opinion. It was so interesting to me. And so as I started watching that type of content, I got into the Manosphere algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I stumbled upon ARC's videos. And I just fell in love with him. Like
What?
I was crushing on him. I would like watch his videos every day. And yeah, for a while I was just in the clouds like crushing on him.
Now, that's very interesting. She said she came across Master in her algorithm. Let me make myself bigger to let people know how this shit works. We do not choose what we hear or listen throughout social media. The AI, the algorithm does it for us. So if you are a person, man or woman, and you're watching one thing, they are going to push certain content towards you to entice you. Nor most of the content you consume is something totally different from being introduced to something new. Now, is the algorithm designed to push new stuff, different stuff to you? In some case, yes. And let me tell you why. I'm gonna explain why. Because the whole purpose of websites is to rack in eyeballs. And the way how it works is the more they give variety to you as a consumer, the more you're going to stay on the website. That's how it works. And it will make even better sense that they got push certain, how can I say it? Push certain content to you to entice you to keep watching the app. Knowing what you're watching might be good enough, but they will put something else to make you watch something much longer. And normally, what they'll make you watch is something that might things that you might disagree with, might be uncomfortable with, but nonetheless, the algorithm is designed as it is to keep you attentive on their website. In the case of YouTube, the algorithm is designed to push various videos, and then yes, they will push those divestiture videos to you, man, especially you black men. You might not watch those things, but they'll push it on you sometimes. Same for you ladies. You might watch those women talk bad about the opposite sex, but they'll push some of these so-called mansplaining content towards you just to get you real in and get you more emotional. I tell you, YouTube is a wicked platform. All right, let's keep going. But yeah, she fell in love with that dude because he, she probably caught some of his old videos when he's doing that seduction stuff.
Who shot? Did you shoot your shot at him first?
I did.
What?
Yes. He used to have this service where he would train women to be submissives. And I really wanted to talk to him. So I signed up for one of his what's it called? Consultations.
Consultation, yep.
And that is how we met.
What?
Yeah.
So you signed up for a full consultation, sis?
I did. I was like, I'm gonna talk to this man.
So
She
were
paid that money.
you in the lifestyle, so to speak? Were you into BDSM prior? Okay, and were you a sub or are you a dominant?
I'm definitely a sub.
Okay.
During the time when I met Alan, I was still researching BDSM, and I was really interested in it. And when I found out about him, he was the first black dom that I had ever seen before. I had seen doms before, but I had never met a black man who was a dom. And that's what really made me interested in getting to know ARC. I wanted to be his sub. And
Was he okay? So hold on,
baby. Don't tell me you don't want to be a sub. You want him to put some dick on you, baby. You always fantasize and think that, damn, I wonder if this man is really what he said. How he talking about he's gonna put his dick in your mouth and he gonna slap his dick in your face. Yeah, baby, stop lying, stop joking. You love that freaky ooey gooey stuff. This man was a verbal seduction. When he tells you to do something and he said, obey, and he said, yeah, say it again. You say it again. Stop it. Now listen, I tell you one thing. ARC, he is smooth with the ladies. I give him credit for that. See that verbal seduction? He'll verbal seduct women of all age. He'll verbal seduct a grandmother, an auntie, and even your sister, and including girls that might be considered legal age. Oh, what's this? Oh, okay, Dr. Steele. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. Look at his face. Look at Dr. Steele. Anybody that's listening in the chat room. And listen, guys, I opened the chat room. Normally you should subscribe to the channel, but today I'm taking a different approach because I want to be serious because there's some things I don't like. And I'm going to try to be as well. I'm going to be me tonight. So anybody want to express their thoughts and opinions, feel free now in the chat room. If you have a question, I still require you put a super chat. But nonetheless, you can feel free to respond in the chat room. And please share the stream. But I'll tell you right now, and I kind of like when I pause this, you can see the expression on her face. It's like miracles. Look at this. She happy. Have squeeze nice little. I think they call it a little Hello Kitty. Little, what they call them, panda. I don't know what little dolls she holding. I don't know what's with y'all ladies with the little Hello Kitty, man. Look like y'all like toddlers. Anyway, let's keep going. Very serious.
On a second. How long had you been in a lifestyle prior to
BDSM.
coming across him? Or
Not long, maybe a year.
okay.
Damn, she was in BDSM for a whole year, man. Probably before she met Alan Roger Currie, or she's been doing it with him. I tell you one thing: when you engage in BDSM, that's like some hardcore porn, my niggas. You get me? 50 Shades of Grey, bondage, ropes, tying women from the back, slapping with something in the back, injecting your phallus in the back, and blowing her back out through the back. I tell you, it gets very violent. BDSM. Case in point, Cassidy. Let's move on. Very serious.
And then were your dealings mostly with white men as a sub, or did you play other roles? How did that go?
No, I had never really had a real dominant before. It was only like internet stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you get the consultation. You talking to ARC. How did that first conversation go? Did he was he on his verbal seduction shit even then? Because girl, we know our ARC child.
Yes, he was. And I was so nervous to talk to him. I was so nervous. My heart was beating so fast. And ARC was so professional.
No, your heart beating, because anytime you say something, he's going to say, ooh, say it again. And say, yes, daddy. You're going to say, ooh, say it again.
Really?
Like, yes. I got on that phone and it was strictly business. Like he was
Hey, for all the people that's listening, how much you guys want to bet when she came across and paid her money to go see Alan Roger Currie, that when he used that mouthpiece and she up there got the toys, she was up and ready playing with that pussy? Oh, all right, somebody wrote something to question. I'm going to read this one question respectfully. I prefer a super chat, but I'll read it anyway. I think that's question. How old is Mrs. Currie? Right now, she is 34 years of age. Dr. Steele, hope that answered your question. Let's continue.
he was there to train me to be a submissive. And that was
Girl,
it.
what was the training like? Like give me an example of what he like, what would that be like? Like give me an example of that.
So he would just start talking to you like normal. And he would just give like subtle commands. Like he might tell you to start playing with yourself.
Oh, shit.
Baby, stop it. You know what you pay for, sweetie. Stop bitching around. Listen, let me talk to you. I wish I could get in my seductive voice. Listen, baby, listen. Stop it. You know what you come here for. You know what you paid for. You got your toy on you. You got your rose. You got your dildo. You got your vibrator. Are you ready? Open them legs up. Pull down them drawers. And make sure you got the prettiest panties. Not that grandma shit. No, we're talking about the prettiest one. We prefer the thongs. pull it to the side, turn that motherfucker on, and let that shit vibrate in you. And as I'm running my mouth down your ear, it's gonna make you gush, usher, in ecstasy. I'm gonna have that pussy juice flying all up in the wall. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. All right. Fair use, fair use. And she look at her expression. She's so excited. Listen, don't stop your noise. You know why you come here for. Don't fuck around. All right. Fair use, fair use.
Thought you was gonna be like, all I can think about is like Eddie Murphy. You remember Coming to America, and the lady was like, he told the lady to bark like a dog. I'm thinking you getting ready to talk about something like that. No, he had you barking, girl.
He might ask you to bark like a dog.
What do you mean he gonna make you listen? He is the dominant. He's in control. Whatever Alan says goes. You're gonna do what this man tells you. You're gonna do what the fuck he says. All right? Fair use, fair use.
But yeah.
No, girl. So you tell me that wasn't the very first conversation, or maybe it was. Oh shit.
It was the very
Sister George, come on. Come on, Sister George, you interview this man. I think you interviewed him more than once. I could be wrong. I got to check in your other channel. You know what it is. Alan don't play around. When he's around women, regardless you're black, white, Asian, etc., he's here to with the business. He's here to perform. And his verbal seduction is gonna get that pussy immediately. He don't waste around. He don't mess around. He don't around. He does not around women. This man is mode 1. Mode 1. I'm gonna get that soundbite. Mode 1. But anyway, let's keep going.
very first conversation. And then at the end of the conversation, he's very professional. He asked me, so who am I training you for? Who am I getting you ready for? Is this for your husband, your boyfriend? And I just shot my shot. I was like, I want to be trained for you.
Yes. See the expression, the giggly. You know, a lot of us, man, we like this sweetness, you know. We love a woman that's bubbly. You know what I'm saying? Look how bubbly she is. See, bubble up. Miss Jameelah Currie. I tell you, Alan got a good one. He found a nice one right here. He did not fuck around, find a nice one. Listen, the minute he got that one, he knocked that pussy up quick. He breed her quick. He said, no, you gonna have my baby tonight. That's the thing that came in his mind. I said, man, shit, I'm almost 60, man. Screw that. I'm gonna bust pure nuts in you, baby. And he ain't gonna put none in your mouth. He gonna put all in your wait. It's been like a while. Y'all know what to do. Y'all enjoying this? Let's screw this.
I want my money.
I told you.
Where is my money?
Betty, bring me everyone.
I need my money. I need my money.
What do you mean everyone?
Hey, support the channel, guys. Y'all know what to do. Super chat, cash app, questions, or support. All be for the channel. So please support channel. Don't be stingy. Y'all know what it is. This is the raw edition. Late night. Real talk. Let's go.
Okay, let me ask you a question. ARC has always presented himself as a ladies' man. He would say that, you know, women would be throwing themselves at him. Baby, you know how I go, right?
Yes.
When you shot his shot, did he go right off? Like, how did that go?
He was just like, oh, okay. he wasn't like, oh yeah, I expected you to say that. He was like, oh, okay. As if he he figured I was just another one of his clients. And
Yeah.
but after I said that, he started putting me to the test. He was like,
Like
"Okay, you want to
what, girl?
be my
Not a
sub?"
test. What?
Wow. He would he gave me books to read, movies to watch, and he also would come up with these quizzes like on
Hold on,
that's
honey. Hold on. ARC then took you through a college course.
yes, ma'am.
What do you mean? Listen, when you go to Alan Roger Currie's consultation or anything that he provides service, you're getting university education up front, no chaser. He's going to teach you how to be a submissive bitch if you're not already. You're going to be dominated by his mouth, his direction, and everything that he implies to you that he wants you to follow and obey. You're not just going to show up and stand and look cute. No, 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 no. Like Kamala Harris, like the soundbite by Kamala Harris. And you know what I'm about to do. Like, she said best. You didn't come for all that.
No, 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 no.
No, 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 no,
No, no, no,
no, no. Mm-mm.
no.
No. No. You're going to learn something, baby. You're going to be a good, nice little slave. A submissive slave. Not no sex slave, submissive slave. All right? Let's go. Fairies.
He was trying to make sure I was serious.
So, like, what books did you have to read? This is so new to me. I did not know this.
He had me read a book. I don't remember what it was called, but it was about being a submissive.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to make sure I understood what I was asking for. Like,
And
do
did
you understand what a submissive is?
yeah.
Hmm.
And
And
you was like, "Yep, I'm still going."
absolutely,
Wow.
I want it.
Well, okay. Y'all go through. You're going through the courses. You're going through the quizzes. How often were the quizzes?
um, Maybe once a month, and it was always to make sure I understood what what was happening, like what he was teaching me about
Uh-huh.
being a submissive. It was like I was in submissive school.
This is, you know what? I shouldn't be shocked. He's an author and he spoke at a lot of conferences and stuff, Um wow. I'm just I'm low key shocked that it was that extensive. So
Absolutely.
To
how long before you guys decided to be in a
answer your question, and normally, like I said, thank you for responding in chat room. I prefer people support it, but nonetheless, he's talking about Alan Roger Currie, not the other content creator, Dr. Steele. Hope that answers the question.
relationship, or how did that go?
When I asked to be his submissive, um, I went through the training. Maybe it took about 2 or 3 months, and he made me his submissive. And in BDSM, that is a type of relationship, a dom and a sub.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so it was about 3 months, and he made me his sub officially.
Yes, all
Okay.
right.
So when you became his sub, did you guys meet right off? How long did it take you guys to meet? And I know you guys didn't have like a normal quote unquote courting phase, so to speak, or I don't know. Like how like what was that transition like from okay, I'm your sub now to we're in a relationship to, you guys meeting? How'd that go?
Well, we were in a relationship when I became his sub, and I was his sub for maybe 3 months. And then we decided to take our relationship to the next level, and I became his slave. And in
Mm.
BDSM, that
Yeah.
is just like um, being married. Like it's super serious. Um,
Wow.
You know, a lot of men in a lot of sectors of YouTube been talking about saying you need to submit. I think the highest form of all submissions, from what I'm noticing now, is probably BDSM, where you have a don and you have a sub. You're a slave. I think that's what sub means, slave. I could be wrong. And she chose the submissive route, the slave route with her don. This is pimping 101. This is some serious Mac, real Mac. Chuck. All right, let's go.
yeah, because it's an agreement, and your master,
Mm-hmm.
he has complete control.
Yes, baby.
And
Wow.
yeah, so yeah, that's how it was.
All control, baby. He controls your mind, your heart, and that pussy. He got all the intangibles with little effort. You will do what this Don says, or you will do not stay around. You'll be gone instantly with a snap of the Thanos. You will do as I say, bitch, or you'll be gone. Don't talk back to Don. And if y'all notice BDSM, it does get aggressive in a sexual manner. Maybe there might be some spanking. There might be some nicer whips, depending on the kinks. He might take you on his lap and spank you with his hand in a very much derogatory sexual manner. And trust me, gentlemen, don't be fooled that some women say they don't like to be spanked. They bust nuts quicker. They come quicker. That pussy runs faster. Shh. Various, various, various.
So y'all met up. How was that first meetup?
When we first met, Alan, I was living in Atlanta at the time. So Alan flew to me, and it was wonderful. It was crazy. I was shocked that I was even meeting him. To me, he
Wow.
was like a celebrity, and
Mm-hmm.
the fact that I was even meeting him was amazing to me. And so he would come down to visit me, and I went up to visit him, and we did that for about a year, and
Mhm.
then I moved in with him.
Mm. How did that
And
go?
it was great. He was kind of nervous because he told me that he had never really lived seriously with a woman before, because he never really met a woman that he could deal with every single day, according
Mhm.
to him. And so yeah, he was a little bit nervous, but we ended up getting along great.
Was that the first man that you've ever lived with?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. How
Yes.
did your parents, so you guys have y'all had like a huge age difference, right? Um what did your parents feel about the age difference?
So everybody want to know the age difference between her and Alan is a 28-year age gap. For those that don't know, Alan was born in 1963. She was born in 1991. You do the math. You do the math. Not saying I know any relatives of mine that had that similar age gap, but I'll tell you one thing. Fair use, fair use.
My parents, at first they were suspicious. They didn't know ARC and they didn't know of him. And they basically were like, who is this older man trying to take advantage of my daughter or my niece?
Right.
So that was their reaction initially. But eventually they did meet him and everybody loved ARC. He came to the
Wow.
family gatherings, Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Hmm,
Everybody loved him.
that's good.
Okay. So how long?
That's pretty nice. And I heard these stories that most parents, if they're intact, roughly, if your daughter brings home a man that's like twice her age, I mean, I don't hear much of them really trying to run away the man or anything. And the reason why I say is because look how old she was when she met Alan. She was in her late 20s. Let that sink in. Now, if she was like 19 and the guy's like 50 something, it might be a problem. I say it might be a problem. Will be a big problem? Not sure. Because normally the parents will question what this guy does and how much money he has. If he's that old. But other than that, it can be a little creepy at times. So in this society. But I'll tell you one thing, it's not creepy. A young man dealing with an older woman, that's for sure. And yeah, I gotta add that on because let's be honest. Oh, look at this. One white chick named Larsa Pippen is getting married to I think some basketball player. That's and their age gap's like 28-year difference. I'm like an 18-year difference, I think. Yeah, 18-year difference. So, like I said, we always got under who is the one that can age gap. This should be the biggest question. Now, Dr. Steele, if you're listening, do you approve of a young boy dating and possibly marrying an old woman that's a period of 18 years difference? When I mean 18 difference, that means this dude is this age and she's like a gap of 20 and over. As a question I should ask you. Let's keep going. And please, guys, like the stream, support the channel, hit the support, man, hit that super chat. Let's see some colors here. I want to see some questions. I want to see some interaction. Let's go. Fair use.
How long did it take him to propose, or did he propose? Like, how did that end up? How did you guys end up getting married, so to speak? Like what led y'all there? Because if you shot your shot, I don't know. And I hope you ain't proposed, but maybe, I don't know. If you was comfortable enough, you may have. I don't know. I have to ask.
I definitely did not propose.
Okay. Okay.
Um
Okay. I think there was a collective sigh of relief in the chat from the ladies. I got y'all.
we were getting ready.
But I'm not sure if that's a bad thing now. These ladies are proposing. Because last time I checked, most of the dudes still seeking marriage. It's just a lot of women don't want marriage. Oh, scratch that. They don't want marriage at a certain point in their life. They were looking to get married after the age of 30, going on 35, which is insane for a lot of you ladies that say you want to get married in your 30s or mid 30s. Girl, go sit your ass down. Fair use.
Ready to do a family trip down to Mississippi to see some of my family. And we were sitting on the couch watching a movie one night, and ARC told me, because I was with child at the time.
Oh.
Yes, and ARC told me I was about 12 weeks, And he told me, just because you're pregnant, when we go down here, your dad and your mom are not going to intimidate me to try to marry you. I make my own decision.
Oh no, he didn't.
He did. And I was like,
God damn it. God fucking damn it. ARC, come on, man. You said I'm gonna knock up this bitch, and don't force me to put a ring on it. I'll let you leave you here as baby mama. God damn, bro. You can't make this shit up. I'm very disappointed in that. But you know, at a certain age, you know, yeah, a man should be ready to get married. But damn, dude, you wait till you're almost 60 to have a child. What? Shit. After a certain age, I mean, I'm not saying you gentlemen we shouldn't do it, but come on, man, you gotta do the math here. If you're like approaching late 50s and you have no children yet, maybe you shouldn't really waste time at this point, or don't bother. Because think about it, you want to make sure you're still functional once you're in your 70s when your child turns 18 or over 20. Roughly, that's how it goes. But nonetheless, let's keep going. Fairies.
okay. And so we went down to Mississippi and spent time with my family. And we went out to lunch, and he proposed to me at lunch.
What?
Very good.
I wasn't expecting it at all. We
That's
was
what's
just sitting
up.
there eating, and he was like, "You know what?" And he proposed to me right there in the restaurant.
That's what's
Were
up.
your parents there and everything?
No,
Just you and
it was
him.
not there. Yes.
Oh wow. Do you think did he ask for your father's hand in marriage and stuff like that? Or he was like,
No,
you know, ARC's I ain't
no.
gotta ask him shit. You know how ARC was. Did he ask your father for your hand?
He did not ask my father for my
Told
hand,
you.
but he did tell my father that I was with child. Because
Okay.
when we came down, nobody knew that I was pregnant. It was still really early, and
Right.
so when he met my dad in person, and he was like, "Just to let you know, your daughter's pregnant."
Yeah, baby.
What?
Yeah, man. So yeah, let you know, I knocked up your daughter. I breed her. Yeah, I put some seeds in her. You know, she's gonna carry my baby. Ain't nothing you gonna do, father. Pops. And you know your father did? Like any man, he ain't do nothing. It's okay. Oh man, he said, I breed your daughter. That's all, sir. And the guy not gonna do it. He said, okay. Very bold. Fair use. Fair use.
How did your
That's not exactly what he said, but yeah,
girl,
basically.
what exactly did he say? Because we know ARC is raw. What did he say, girl?
I can't even remember, but he was mode one. He was like, yeah,
Damn right, he's more work.
your daughter is with child right now.
Okay.
You're damn fucking right. He's mode one. He tell you this always. What he says on air, he lives it off air. This man don't mess around, people. He does not mess around. He's mode one today. He's mode one yesterday, and he's mode one tomorrow. Mode one.
When you initially found out that you were pregnant, was he excited that you were with child and everything?
Yes. We both were excited. When we started getting serious, we both knew that we wanted a family. And so that was something that was important to both of us. And yeah, we both were super excited when I found
How
out.
did your parents take the news?
They were excited too.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I feel like grandparents, well, most of the time, grandparents are always excited when they know
Yeah.
that there's a grandchild coming. So
So y'all met he met your parents. How was it when you met his family? Were they accepting of you right off?
yes.
Of course they're gonna step
Um,
in.
ARC's parents are deceased.
Okay.
So he doesn't really have a big family. Um, his brother, sister-in-law, and he has like older aunts and uncles. And
Mm-hmm.
I met all of them, and yeah, they were accepting. They were happy for us.
Oh, good stuff. Good
Mhm.
stuff. So you come into the manosphere space. You say you see ARC doing his thing. Um, what was that like navigating everything? Did were you guys in an open relationship, a polyamorous relationship or anything?
Yes.
Okay.
So we were in a polyamorous marriage, and basically, ARC he wanted open communication.
Okay.
If there was
Mm-hmm.
ever a time where um I felt a certain type of way, um maybe attraction to someone else, or
Mm.
someone I thought was good looking, he never wanted me to keep that to myself. He
Mm.
always wanted me to be open with him and just tell him everything. And he wasn't judgmental. He he allowed me to be myself and be open with him, and he loved me for me.
Mm, I love that.
And you know, it's funny thing. I think because ARC is at a point in life that he still cares and still wants to be the domineer, but I think he was a little more lenient with Jameelah because they're like a 20 age gap. So I think I understand the logic what he was going at with this open relationship with her. Um, he want to make sure that she's gonna be respectful and don't try to think that she's gonna mess around with these other gentlemen. In my opinion, I think that's what I'm thinking. I could be wrong, but let's keep going.
For you though. I really do. Um, did you guys excuse me, did you guys take on any other wives or girlfriends or anything like that?
No, we weren't married for long. When ARC passed away, we were still newlyweds. And
Okay.
so uh we didn't get an opportunity to really we didn't get an opportunity to do any of those things.
Oh. Honey, I'm so sorry.
It's
I am so
okay.
sorry. Whew. Um, Shout out to MOT. Thank you so much for the super chat. And also shout out to Queen Sunkiss. Thank you so much for the super chat. And Champa Supreme. Guys, keep in mind that all proceeds will go to Miss Jameelah over here. So if you would be kind and donate. So we can take care of her. Okay. So and I guess I guess it's no time like the present. So you said it was unexpected when he passed. He wasn't sick or anything, or it was like it's like it's a very hard conversation, especially to have live on air. And like I said, if it gets to be too much, you can definitely tell me to stop, or you're not ready to talk about that yet, and I'll definitely move on. But what happened like when he passed away? Like what happened that day or whatever?
Um it was in the morning, the morning of November 28th. And the morning started like any other morning. ARC woke up really early, like at the butt crack of dawn. He woke up at like 5 a.m. And so he was up moving around, and I was still in the bed with the baby. And I got up and he was getting ready to go into his office and start working. I think he was getting ready to do a video, and he was looking for his little black earring that he used to wear.
Mm-hmm.
And I started helping him look for his earring, and he went back into his office looking for it. And he came out of his office, and he was clutching his chest, and he had asked me to take him to the hospital. And I knew that there was something wrong because he didn't like the doctor. He did not like the doctor. He did not want to go. He didn't.
And I think ARC's father was a doctor. Last time I checked. I think that's his background, his profession. But and I find it very well. I know the reason why a lot of men, especially black men, say that don't deal with doctors. I mean, because of not only the history of the medical establishment and the abuse they did on black people, especially black men, I understand. But still, if you're not prioritizing your health, and I have shows talk about the health, and there's ways to go about it. At the end of the day, we have to really take our health a little bit seriously as men, as possible. I think the reason why our health is so declined because we're so infected with this Western environment, and one of the culprits is the diet. Second to the diet is the stress. Because remember, if y'all remember, drugs and food go hand in hand. That's why when you take their drugs, it only patches the problem, but it does not really reverse the problem because it's never intended to reverse anything. They're not in the business of reversing anything. And from what I'm hearing, outside America, they don't have these health problems and life expectancy. And the downside of American health system, it's gotten too expensive now. Where now, if y'all do not know, and I'm telling you this right now, they are going to surely automate it if it's not automated right now, or in the process of automating most of the things now, because this is an expense that most American people can't fit no more. For those that know, so like I said, Alan Roger Currie is no exceptional rule of trying to prioritize health and take it a little more seriously. And a lot of people tell me say that he has sugar problems. From what I'm hearing, there's a lot of things wrong with him that he was in the hospital before that. So, and it's sad to hear this, but we gotta listen to this as men. And I know a lot of black men here, when other black men die, they always be scared and cautious. But I say this to, as a man, speaking to other men, young black men and men of a certain age. You should not be afraid of death. Always know that you do the best you can to try to prolong your life as best possible. And you go out to really study and find alternative ways to heal yourself. That's the only survival you have looking forward to if you're going to stay in the West or anywhere outside the West. No institution that is designed for black people's self-preservation. Let that sink in. I ain't gonna go any further. Y'all guys just let that sink in. Y'all be the judge. Y'all ponder on that. Serious.
Did not want to go to the hospital ever. And the fact that he was asking me to take him there, I knew there was something very wrong.
He was having a heart attack.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, so we had the baby and everything, and I decided to call 911 and instead of trying to get the baby in the car and everything. And as I'm on the phone with 911, he collapsed on the floor.
Oh my gosh. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
And he was gone, and by the time they came, he was gone, and they worked on him for about like 20 minutes at our house, and me and the baby just stood there and watched.
Wow.
And then they took him away. and I had to go to the hospital for them to tell me that he had passed.
Mm. I'm so sorry. Like I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
You know, it's like y'all.
You know, guys, I would have fast forwarded, but like I said, I'm just watching this for the second time. And I didn't want to really play this portion because we know how rough it is when it comes to people and death. Because we don't take death literally, we don't really know how to handle death as a collective, as a people. And that's one of the things we have to really embrace it now and really resolve and get over it. And we're going to continue to move forward in this century or any part in our lives because death is a part of human existence. Um, and I know that sounds rough for those that will hear this or get far to this video, but you have to understand that what comes life also comes death, and you must embrace both. And know it is part of the human existence. We are not gods. We're not supposed to meant to be here forever. You know. So don't feel too even the people that you care the most. Is how you overcome it will determine how strong you are as a person. All right. And I think that's one thing that we could do better and have a more clear understanding. Because trust me, I've seen countless people that when people gone, people are never the same. Some people give up on life. Some people drink themselves in sorrow. Some put themselves in deep depression. And I understand. I feel you. I understand this. But as you come to age now, you must learn and understand that anything of any existence is not something to cry or try to feel down on yourself. Embrace the even to embrace it and know that this person that was part of my life was here for the better, and this person will be in a better place. And I love and respect the times when he was here, he or she is here. That will mend any issues you will go through. So you as a person could continue on your journey, your progression as a human being. I hope that, sets in for a lot of y'all. I hope I was clear on that, but you understand. All right, let's go. Farious first.
I met, y'all fell in love, and you guys started off. It seems like you guys had an incredible start to a marriage. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like the person being taken away from you just like that.
It was.
Um, was his community of people really supportive of you when it happened?
Yes. His brother was the first one I called, and his brother, my brother-in-law, and my sister-in-law, they've been so supportive. They've been there for me and Kaden since the first day, since it happened. Also, my family has been a big support system for us. So yeah, we have a lot of support, a lot of family.
Salute, brother. I hope everything's well with you. I'm not sure if you saw us for the first time, but I'm covering this. So let's continue. Farious first.
So a lot of people wondered, we noticed that you had started a GoFundMe, and a
Mhm.
lot of people wondered, why did you have to go start the GoFundMe? Um, did he have insurance and stuff like that, or what happened with that?
He did have life insurance. It wasn't a whole lot. It wasn't like $1 million policy or anything like that. We used the proceeds from his policy to um pay for his services. Um, we wanted to make sure that he was laid to rest
Mm-hmm.
in a nice way. And so most of those proceeds went to paying for his services. As far as the GoFundMe is concerned, I was a housewife before ARC passed,
Yeah.
and he was in charge of all of our finances. And so when he first passed away, we needed money for just for emergency until I figured out everything, like where the money was
Yeah.
and everything like that, account numbers.
Right.
I didn't know any of that. ARC handled all of that. So
Hmm.
that's why we started the GoFundMe.
You know, and I wish I had Shannon up here because Shannon really talks about money and stuff. I know Alonso Hall talks about certain things as well. I I'm not sure how long Alan Roger Currie started his life insurance. And I know a lot of people have been talking big about that. But if you were unable to, it was not a lot. It tells me he was not really invested in life insurance from the start. And from last much, he said he just started now making six figures for the last couple of years, Alan. And my thing is this, and Mr. O or anybody that's in the chat room, I think if you're a six-figure man, gentlemen, I think if you should invest as much money put into your life insurance as possible, because now you have the money and you really have money to set aside to really put down for a decent life insurance that will give you more than what they expect. Because it says sometimes they'll draw from 500K from what I'm hearing. But anyhow, let's keep going. Various.
Got you. Okay. Fast forward. How have things been? It's been a couple of years, right?
Mhm.
How have things been within these last 2 years? You went from married to now a widow and having to raise your baby somewhat alone.
Yeah.
How has that been for you?
It's been absolutely crazy.
Really?
Absolutely crazy. When that day when ARC died, my son was 2
Yeah.
and he had just turned 2 in September, and ARC died in November.
Mhm.
So I did terrible twos all by myself.
Girl,
I know you know.
girl, the twos didn't do it. I was prepared for the twos. The threes like to have taken me completely out. I don't think people talk about the threes. The twos, I think we're kind of you get the twos. The threes, honey.
See, I didn't even know about the threes. That came as a surprise to me. I
That was-
thought after 2, this is over.
Yeah.
So yes, I did potty training with my son, getting him enrolled in preschool, all of that, by myself. I became a single mother that day, and it's just been so crazy. It's been really crazy.
Had you ever considered moving back to Mississippi, or because or are you back in Mississippi now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We live
Okay.
in Mississippi, and actually ARC passed here.
What?
Because we moved.
You guys moved to the SIP and ain't nobody told me nothing.
I thought you knew.
No, girl, I didn't know that. Hell, I would have came for a visit if I knew y'all was gonna be. I'm from Mississippi too.
I know.
Yeah. What part of Mississippi are you from?
I'm from Jackson, and I have
Girl,
connections.
not a Jacktown Jew.
Yes, ma'am.
I love it.
And my mom is from Madison, so I have connections to Madison too.
I did not know that. I did not know
Yes.
that. Girl, when we get off this thing, we have to talk about girl. I did not know that. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely.
Oh, Mr. O, if you're still in the building, tell me. There's a story in Sister Doris had a conversation with Jameelah about this. There's a lot of these ladies, some parts down south, especially Mississippi, they're extreme freaks. I mean, they will they will eat your jump from the back. Listen, these women, they will put out hard. I don't know if you experience that. Anybody experience a Mississippi belle? Let's go. Fairies.
Definitely, we definitely got some things to talk about offline.
Yeah, like I need to know who your people is.
I'll be honest. So most of my family is from the Delta.
Okay.
I don't really have any biological family, at least that I know of, in Jackson. Like, actually, my sister's in Jackson. I lie. My sister, because she hasn't been in Jackson a long time.
Okay.
Her family is from West Point, Mississippi. So she just moved to Jackson not too long ago. But we'll talk about it, child.
Okay.
Okay, girl. So my audience is here for the bullshit.
Yes, I'm ready.
Let's get it.
No, we're here for that fuckery, baby. We look. I like when I freeze frame that. You said, I like that. I like that, don't you? I like that. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. She's rocking back. I got my Hello Kitty, squeeze it on it, nice, baby. I hope you don't strap on. Let me stop. All right, let's keep going. Fairies.
Girl. So I'm gonna tell you how it came to me.
Okay.
I'm like, la 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 la. I'm working, and my phone is blowing up. And they're like, ARC's wife is on OnlyFans. Oh no. So I'm like, what? She's on OnlyFans. And I'm like, no, not. I was like, not only
Not
girl,
Mrs. Curry. Oh no.
Mrs. Girl, tell us what was.
Listen, Mrs. Currie was doing some strange thing for a piece of change. She was rocking back, legs spread, wide ego, and she making that soft moan sound. She was doing all for the fans, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people said, yo, I wonder what that CB like. Real talk. Fairies.
What's going on, child? How did the OnlyFans situation start? Let us tell us the whole. Don't leave out a single detail, honey. I'm taking note. I got my big ass notebook, honey.
There's really not much notes to take. You guys, I'm a widow and
I know you're little, baby.
I'm a mom to a toddler.
I know, baby.
All my day and night and every week and every waking hour is spent being a mother. And I needed an outlet. I'm just gonna be honest.
No, baby, let's stop it. No, you don't need an outlet. Let's keep. Man, I'm finna make myself bigger. Fuck that, baby. You need some dick in your life. I know it's hard. Stop it. I know you want to pick up the phone. I know you don't want to go out in them streets because you have a baby. You know what? Your son see you with no fucking nigga. I understand it. But baby, let's keep real. You got needs. You need to be met. You need some man to come in there, open them legs, and suck the juice out your pussy. Listen. You want a man to sit there, put some hard Ross dick in you, baby. Stop it. I understand it. You're bored. You're lonely. You did listen. Look at me, guys. Look at this. Tell me, Jameelah is very much having those sleepless nights. She's squeezing on the goddamn Hello Kitty, for God's sake. She needs some man to go up there and blow that fucking Mississippi pussy out the door. Stop the plane. I know it's see one thing about OnlyFans, which I don't like, and I don't agree. Most ways should not have OnlyFans. Do not create no account today. Listen to me. This is Chaos Rain talking. Listen, ladies. Listen to me good. Listen. I'm talking. No matter what light throws at you, don't resort to OnlyFans. I beg of you. Resist the temptation. Do not open your laptop or your desktop or your phone and create your OnlyFans account just for the sake of attention and charge a subscription of $4.99 a month. Don't do it. Don't do it. For these men, most of these men that marry, let's keep real, to sit to pay for that subscription to see you play with your pussy or your feet. Because it says some of them do feet, but and you gotta be a weirdo if you're paying a subscription to see a chick's feet. Nigga, go open your laptop, type in feet, and you can see all nice, pretty feet all day till yesterday. So you see someone with some manicures. And hopefully they got the nice colored tips. Preferably a professional tips, but that's another story. Don't sit there pay for to see a woman play with herself. Don't do that. Keep your wallet, my nigga. Keep your wallet, gentlemen. By all means. Let's continue.
Honest with you. I don't have my husband here anymore.
I know, baby.
I don't really participate in any type of adult activities. I'm just mommy. And
You're mommy, but you need some dick. Stop playing with us. You don't participate yet, but trust me. Listen to me good. Listen. This is Chaos Rain speaking. Listen. I know you're not going to come across this content. I understand. Because you know the backlash is coming. Listen to me, bitch. You need dick in your life. Stop fucking around. It starts off with playing with your pussy. The next, you start playing with your nipples. And then next of all things, you're going to start playing with your backside, your booty hole. And then what else is going to entwine? That's not going to be enough. You're going to be busting nuts all throughout the screens, right? For countless men, random men that's thirsty as fuck to go see a nice thing like yourself playing with that box and playing with a toy, pushing it up down your throat. It's going to get boring. And then you're going to step a notch. Next you're going to do, you're going to get into some relationship. Hell, you're going to find some simp or some dude that you might have to pay because you're going to make some money. Trust me. Because when you have OnlyFans, it takes a while before you start seeing residual income. You're going to pay for some dude that's going to look attractive to you. And he's going to eat your box, eat your pussy so good to the point he's going to bang you out like there's no. And listen, mind y'all, this is Raw tonight. As you know, the language is going to get raw tonight. For those that want to continue watching, you could do so, but not. You might as well click off now. I'm going to go raw. I'm going in. You're going to be looking for that man to fulfill your deep ambitions. And trust me, you're going to look and seek for that BDSM, that ultimate BDSM from a man that's going to lay some pipe in you. So don't play. Do not play. Fair use. Fair use.
So it started as like just an outlet for me. Yeah, and I had been on there for a little while before I made it public. I wasn't sure whether I wanted to make it public or not because I wasn't sure what the reaction was gonna be.
Baby, listen. Stop playing with us. You playing with men like we dumb. No. You know what it is going to be? The first when we come around our phones, our tablets, etc., and we come across seeing your picture, your profile on the internet, and one thing we'll see this. Matter of fact, let me fast forward. I'll show what we'll see. We will see we'll see this. Hold on. You see that nice little wing symbol on the right corner, the blue symbol? We see that symbol. We know what it is. We know what time it is. It's OnlyFans time. I mean, make sure your wallet's ready because it's about to go down. She about to pop that thing. She gonna play with that thing, and she gonna play with her mouth with them toys to make these simps spend all their money to drool on. And the thought to know saying, I wonder how it would be to fuck Miss Currie. Don't play with us. Don't play with us. All right. And yeah, I see you, bro. I mean, right there. It's messed up. I talked to ARC a week or two before. Yeah, I know. And he was in Chicago one time too, Miss. Oh, but he moved to Mississippi from what I'm hearing. All right. Let's go. Let's keep going.
Okay.
I know that OnlyFans the site is very provocative, and so I knew that there would probably be some.
No, OnlyFans is porn. Let's keep it real. Stop playing with us. Let me tell you something. Do you know most women lose their jobs once their employees find out they got OnlyFans? Man, for you won't get hired now if you got OnlyFans. That's not just a provocative. That is a website that is the replacement of Backpage. Do you hear me? I did content on this, people, about the demise of Backpage. And you know what replaced Backpage? OnlyFans. Yes. And OnlyFans is a $1 billion industry. They got some weirdo stuff on there. They got people that might be so-called legal create accounts, busting wide open for some change for thousands to millions of people to consume the content. You have OnlyFans, 9/10 time you might not be rich, but you might do pretty decent if you play your cards right and you market yourself properly. Fair use. Fair use.
Pushback that I was on there, but I definitely didn't expect all of this. I am so surprised by all of this.
Let me ask you, because when you went public, did you gain how many supporters did you gain when you went public with everything?
Not very many.
What?
There's maybe 5 or 6 people on there.
That's it for right now?
For real. It's only been up for it's only been public for about a week, but yeah, there's not like a million people on there.
Not yet, child. Now, I would be lying if I say these raggedy ass dudes did not send me screenshots and this, that, and the third. I would be lying if I said that.
Oh, what?
Honey, you know what? I'm just saying. How do I ask this in a tasteful way? Okay.
You don't gotta
Okay.
be tasteful. Just ask.
Girl, are you gonna show like the rest of it? Like what you gonna show, what
Come
you
on,
not
baby.
gonna show? Is there like a limit to everything, or are you gonna, because now I'm gonna tell you what they said. I'm not saying this because I feel like I'm Switzerland in all of this, but they saying like it's
Look at this freak. She is so giggly. Look at her. She's so bubbly. Look at it. I ain't gonna lie. See, one thing, and I'm very disappointed at Jameelah Currie. Baby, go back out in them streets, man. Go find your man, baby. Listen, you got married. Listen, tell the nigga that you mess with. Listen, I'm gonna tell you. I'm not giving you game. I'm gonna give you honest truth. Baby, listen to me good. Go back out there in the market. Fuck what the men tell you. Fuck what they tell you. Screw that. Screw that. Put yourself back out there, sweetie. There's some dude that will take you on. You're bubbly. You're very giggly, friendly. You're decent looking. Some man will take you on. I propose you deal with a man that already has kids because you're easy to walk right in. Let's keep real. Now, if you can find a dude that doesn't have kids and you'll give him some kids, that's fine as well. But I'm being honest with you, Jameelah. Go back out there in the streets. Go back in the market, baby. Now, I'm not saying man will provide like what Alan Roger did provide. I'm not sure he might not get that, or you might, depending on how you play cards, right? But I'm telling you right now, baby, it's better to be back out there than just be on the internet busting wide open for some random dudes. You're better than this, baby. I can tell from your emotions, your expression. You're better than this, baby. Go back out there in the market. Find a man. Hell, I pray for you. Find a simp with a kid or not. He'll take you on. He'll be glad to be a nice husband or future husband and give you what you need. And he'll be around a little longer than Alan. Let's keep it real. It's not going to be hard because you once were married, and trust me, you can get married again. You just got to go back out there, baby. Don't just sit at home holding your Hello Kitty. Look at this, guys. Look at this. This is pathetic. Why are you holding your Hello Kitty? Baby, go find a real man. Come on, man. Stop it. Stop it. Find an actual man. You're coping, baby. You deal with the sleepless nights for no reason. You are better than this. If you like a fat, unattractive woman, then yeah, it's gonna be rough on you. I would say better off you stay alone, and but I prefer, since you got married to a man and he gone, it's respectful enough that you can go out there and possibly maybe get married again because your situation is not bad. If you keep it real honest with a man and tell him your actual story, he will respect that. See, one thing, the men have been saying this, and Mr. O, you would notice anybody that, if you're hearing what the black man has been saying in general, if you got married and you fulfill your obligations, it's no doubt you should have a hard time getting another mate. Preferably someone maybe your age, maybe or a decade older at best, to go out there and maybe get married again. It should not be difficult. Regardless how we look at the schism of marriage, you should be able to go back out there. Because how things turn out, a man can respect that because you are loyal, you're respectful, you did us, he will take you on. There's no doubt, no man's going to deny you, baby. Now, if you're not attractive and fat, it might be hard out here, but you're not. It's shameful that you sit there at home playing with your Hello Kitty, creating OnlyFans, playing with your pussy, and no, baby. I expect better. I expect more. Oh, I know you take him on Miss O. Yeah. Listen, Miss O, and I know you don't have kids. I don't have kids either. She'll be a good vessel to say, baby, I ain't gonna waste no time. I'm gonna put some dick on you. I'm gonna knock you up. And afterward, if you play a card, I'm gonna put a ring. Matter of fact, I won't wait too long to put a ring on it, most likely. Because you fulfill your obligation. You were married to a man and you did your job. Don't mind, the next man will take you on because you will provide to be a very good wife, a respectful wife. All right, let's go. I have to say this because I seen too much of this, guys. Some women don't deserve no fucking man. I'm telling you right now, the way how they carry on. But you, sweetie, you do. You have shown yourself. And you should put yourself back out there. Face.
Giving grandma. They saying you gonna. That's what they said. That's what they said.
Oh, not
They
grandma.
said it was giving grandma. I'm asking.
You see that, Miss? Oh, see, if you look at her body, her body's not bad. I'm not sure about the grandma vibes. I don't know about that. That's some bullshit. Maybe because she's wearing a 19, maybe this is what she got on. Maybe she might be giving grandma vibes, but I don't see that. Remember, she's a Mississippi babe. I don't expect much from women from the South, personally. I'm not sure what they mean by grandma vibes. That's some weird shit. Anyway, let's keep going.
Y'all ain't right.
I'm saying. Not me. This is what they said. What you gonna do, girl?
Damn. I mean, it's definitely gonna be only me on there. I don't plan on having any co-stars or anything like that.
Okay.
Why?
Yeah, I really like dressing up in my lingerie.
Yes, baby. What's up? Good.
Yeah, that's it. I just
You ain't gonna do nothing but some lingerie.
maybe.
Baby, stop it. Stop. Listen, do I have to play the video that I got from GMT? Are you playing with yourself? Don't listen, bro. Man, ooh, you look, this is YouTube. Oh my goodness. Oh, I hate this fucking website. For real, man. You see, the problem with these websites today, Minnesota, you could test this, or anybody that's content creator, they suppress you to be the content creator you want to be. Real talk. There's so much videos out here that women are doing some lewd, disgusting behavior that it should be exemplified and present to the whole world to see, but not because they want to suppress some bullshit. No, I don't like that. I don't like it. Anyhow, let's keep going. Furious.
Or maybe some bikini pictures.
No,
You
we
ain't
don't
gonna
wanna
be
see that.
busting it wide open or anything, cause
I don't know.
they say that's where the money at. At least that's what I heard. They say
Look at she holding her kitties, kissing it nice. Look at that minx. Hold on a second, guys. All right, guys, hold on. Yeah, look at her holding that Hello Kitty. She covering her face. So look at that look. Man, I like every scene. Look at this. This is like artwork. Yeah, man, so you might take some snapshots of how a woman should conduct themselves. Look at this. So innocent. Look at that. Say, oh, I'm not gonna do that. Ooh, look at that shit right there. Yeah, that's right. That's how we like it. Furious.
that's where the money at, honey.
Oh God.
Yes, baby. No, stop it. You're going to do it. You're going to do it. Don't bullshit. You don't put your shit out there for the people just to see and say, oh, it's coming. No, we want to see the whole thing, the nook and cranny. We want to see all. We want to see everything. Spread white eagle. You open that. Yeah, let me stop. Furious.
That's a lot. Yeah, that is a lot. Busting it wide open, I'm not sure. Is that why it's giving grandma? Because I'm not busting it wide open?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
And I'm gonna call you ma'am because they said it was giving grandma. So I'm gonna start calling you ma'am.
Oh.
And listen, and here's the funny thing about it, baby. You're from Mississippi. You're a freak. Don't fuck around with men. Don't fuck with us. Don't do that soft ass stuff. We don't like that shit. That's why a lot of men say, yeah, you're giving off grandma because you're doing some weirdo stuff. And it's not even good. It's not even sexy. The only reason why we're giving you some play is because you're bubbly and you have this cute, innocent look. But all this other crap, no, knock it off. You're on internet, you're on OnlyFans, you need to spread that the pussy. All right, they stop. Very serious.
Well, I appreciate the respect.
I'm just saying. Well, I don't know because I never had one, so I really wouldn't like know what to tell you to do. But our good sis Bomb Cherry is up in the building, and Bomb said, "Girl, if you need some tips and some tricks, hit her
I need
up."
some tricks.
Honey, we want you to be successful at whatever it is that you decide to do. And I don't feel like 5 subs is gonna cut it. Like shit, you can go get a job for 5 subs. Shit.
You're right.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Um.
Y'all
Okay.
are so funny.
What am I trying to ask you? Okay. How do you think that? Um. How do you think he would have felt about you doing OnlyFans?
Honestly, I don't think ARC would have had a problem with it. Um, we didn't have a traditional marriage. Um, and within our marriage, there have been times where ARC shared pictures of me um on his Patreon page, and we were on a site called FetLife, and we would also share pictures on there.
Okay.
So
Would y'all be sharing pictures of just you or you and him? And were y'all in the nude? Like, what was the situation?
it was mostly just pictures of me. He might share like a picture of my ass or something.
Okay.
Yeah, we were just that
Yeah.
couple. Like we didn't mind. We were a married couple, and yeah, we were kind of kinky, I guess. We did stuff like that. And it
Oh,
wasn't
so it wasn't vanilla. It wasn't giving vanilla. It was giving
no,
chocolate. It was giving some
not
swirls. It
at
was giving
all.
sprinkles and shit.
We were not vanilla at all. And that's what
Okay.
we wanted. Like when we
Yeah.
first got married, we didn't want a vanilla marriage. We both wanted to have our type of fun. I guess I know everybody doesn't agree that that's appropriate in a marriage, but it was our
Mhm.
marriage,
That's
and
right.
that's what we did.
Gotcha. Um, what were like career field wise? Did you do anything else outside of like when you got with ARC?
Now, one thing that bothered me the worst, and this was really to me, guys, a red flag, is the educational background of Miss Jameelah Currie. And this was really telling a lot, in my opinion. And I want you guys to listen carefully because this explains it all. And I'm not sure I remember Alan Roger Currie said that he deals. I know he has intercourse with women that are professional stuff, but he was never able to bag and wife with one of them, which I noticed. But I find it with her educated background, it was very much alarming, and it made a lot of sense why she might lean more to OnlyFans, in my opinion. So listen carefully. Furious.
What did you do career wise prior to that before becoming a housewife?
I was waitressing before I met ARC. I graduated college in, I think it was 2016,
Uh-huh.
and I had a hard time finding work. I majored in art, so I was an artist. I wanted to work in museums.
See that? See that? See that? And I remember Kevin talk about these degrees, women and with these degrees, they're not getting those type of degrees that they could use, people. Case in point, a liberal arts degree or art degree. There's no money in that shit. So yeah, I mean, let's listen. This is why, and I did put a section of the manuscript of something I was writing on about this thing about the marriage aspect with a lot of women. Yeah, if you're not gonna be married or don't prioritize it, you have around either high school or college to find a mate and call it a day. After that, you are playing a deadly game, a risk to find some man out there that will take you and wife you up. And I'm not talking about the man that's older either. You take a general big risk, especially if you're a melanated woman, a black woman, a very much lighter or heavily melanated woman, the chance of you finding a mate drops significantly. So you could test the waters on that. And I'm not saying you should get like a sophisticated degree. If you could qualify and get it, you should get it. But it should be some more than some that is pretty much useless. An art degree to be in museums is a useless degree. Last time I checked, people that go to museums, that's not something everybody does. So I'm gonna let y'all sit in. After knowing that, it makes a lot of sense to me. All right, let's go.
Like in the vault, be the person who takes care of the items that are in the vault.
Is that called like a curator or something?
It's in some museums they call it a registrar.
Okay.
So that's what I went to school for. But when I met our ARC, I was waitressing. And then he started training me to be his sub. And
were you allowed to work, or like how did you guys decide on you being a housewife? And
listen, she has no choice. She's gonna have to be a housewife. She doesn't have an actual meaningful skill. I don't respect that question. You can't. There's no money in an art goddamn fucking degree. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look up how much people make doing that. 1 second. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna continue this. Let's keep going.
Stay-at-home mom.
He didn't want me to work. When I first moved in with him, I had started looking for a job, and he was like, "Why are you looking for a job? You work for me."
Period. ARC said, "You mine. You don't work for no other."
Before I continue, guys, make sure you guys support the channel. Y'all know what to do. Y'all know what it is.
I want my money.
I told you.
Where is my money?
Benny. Bring me everyone.
I need my money. I need my money.
What do you mean everyone?
All right, guys, support channel. Fair use, fair use.
I want my money.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I was like a stay-at-home girlfriend, and then when we got married, I was a housewife. And I just did everything he needed me to do. He would be in his office a lot. He spent a lot of time working. That man's work ethic was crazy. He would wake up at 5 a.m. and be in that office nearly all day. And,
so did you cook like 3 meals a day, or like how did that go? You did?
Yes, that was my job.
Wow.
He was in his office. It was my job to get up, prepare his breakfast, bring it to him in his office. And then when it was lunchtime, prepare lunch, bring it to him, prepare dinner, bring it to him. And just handle anything that needs to be done around the house, wash clothes, clean up.
Did he ever help you with the housework or anything?
No, not at all. Not at all. That was my job and my job only.
Were you like, okay, now I'm gonna say this as a woman that's never, I'm not gonna say I'm not submissive. I'm submissive, I guess, for enough for my own husband. All right. did you feel like you got fulfillment out of doing those things for him, like being in that role in its totality? Or was it like, well, god damn, you could at least do, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, because I'd be like, shit. But I also work and he works, so that, it's different. But yeah, like, what was, you didn't go through any like, well, damn, why don't you do something,
No, I felt very fulfilled.
Okay.
ARC, he took care of everything, so I didn't mind, washing the dishes, clean the bathroom, whatever it was that he needed me to do. That was my job. I was a housewife, and so the household was my job, and I took it very serious.
Yeah, I love that. I honestly love that. You never know how a conversation is gonna go, and like I told you, I was nervous as hell because I'm like, oh my god, you know what I mean? Okay. Um, when you started the OnlyFans, so I guess it went public when you decided to post it on his Patreon. And like I said, our space has gone insane because everybody's like, oh my God, it's on the Patreon. And how could she do this to ARC? And what would be your response to that? Like, why did you post it on his Patreon and his audience?
Um, I honestly didn't know where else to post it. I don't have an audience. And but I do want to say this. I agree with um the Patreon is not where that should be. I
Okay.
since I have taken it down off of Patreon, because I do agree that Patreon should be.
Well, let's be clear, honest, guys. You put it on Patreon because you're looking for subscribers and subs. Let's stop playing here. You use that as a leverage to market yourself. Nothing's wrong with that. Let's keep real. But let's be honest. When you start something like that, OnlyFans, unless you're not paying for advertisement, you gotta find somewhere where people could click in. And I might give some secrets how to do that. But let's keep going. Let's keep listening more. Fair use, fair use.
Only for Alan's material, and that's it. And
Okay.
so since then, I have taken the link down off of Patreon.
Well, we do have a question from our audience. Shout out to Gabe A. He said, why did she decide to advertise ARC's legacy audience? What is her opinion of his audience? Thank you so much, Gabe A. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Gabe A. As far as my opinion of ARC's audience, I love them. They have been so supportive this whole time. As far as me sharing the OnlyFans on his Patreon, I do regret that. Um, I don't think that was the right place for it, honestly. But yeah, it was an impulsive decision that I made to post it there, and that wasn't the appropriate place for it.
Um, so a lot of people from ARC's audience felt like you could have done some different things, like as far as keeping his legacy alive. I'm sure you're familiar with Kevin Samuels because they said Kevin stole, ARC would tell you Kevin stole some of his shit. I ain't gonna get into it. But a lot of time, like Kevin Samuels' channel is still very much alive. And he's still doing some numbers over there. Had you thought about like keeping ARC's channel alive and that part of his legacy alive and everything?
Definitely. Most of his videos are now on Patreon. Um, and that's what the family wanted.
Okay.
So
Um Hold on, child.
All
When
right.
you say that's what the family wanted,
Before we continue, guys. Before I continue, if anybody want to come up, let me know in the chat room. Say yes, you want to come up. Let me know now. I'll put the link. Let me see. One thing to note. I mean, one thing to note is this. ARC's legacy is here for now. To those who research it personally. And personally, a lot of people are not going to know who he is because he's gone now. And if I double check, see if his channel still is alive, which I doubt now, because I want to say this to a lot of people that do not know. There is a new policy that YouTube put in about existing YouTube channels. For those that don't know. And matter of fact, I'll show y'all better than anything else. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, let me do this. I'm gonna look him up right now. Switch this. And let me see if I'm wrong. I doubt I'm wrong, but I'm gonna go there. Because I did see the link when people put at Alan Roger Currie name in there. Let's look. I'm gonna type this name up right now. And let me see if his channel's still up. Oh. Oh. Oh, what do you know? What do you know? Why I was not surprised at this. Oh no, I see it. Okay, it's still there. Okay. I'm gonna click on it right now. He got some subscribers. Surprisingly. And his channel's still alive for now. But I'm saying for now because let's be fair honest. Unless it's being active, I mean someone's still posting stuff on there. I'm not sure we'll stay up there for long, regardless of someone that has a handler. Now, most people say if you're still using the Gmail, which I think she still is, that's why the channel's still up after Alan Roger Currie has been gone now for nearly 3 years. And normally that's the time frame it happens. After you stop being active on your Google Mail, that's when your YouTube channel will be gone. I'm not sure if that's the direct question. I prefer a super chat, but yeah. My thing is this, and this is a little secret that people don't know how YouTube works, how Gmail works. If someone is deceased, if they're no longer active on their Gmail, like responding, clicking onto any part, like no activity on the Gmail, with your Gmail handler that is connected to a YouTube channel, YouTube has the right after 2 years of inactivity to remove your Gmail and your YouTube channel. For those that do not know that. And to even go further, I'm going to type up another content creator, see if his channel's still alive. Let me see if his channel's still live. Okay, his channel's still live as well. So I mean, someone still has access to his Gmail. David Carroll still has an active channel. Okay. Yeah. And the reason why it's still active because someone has control of his Gmail. Anytime no one's, well, right now it's still active for now, but we're not sure how long that will stay. That once you stop being active on your Google Mail, your Gmail, you will lose your channel. And let me check if anything else on here. And there's another one. There's another one right here. Yeah, this one's way older, and I'm not sure how his email is still up. I don't know if his Twitter still exists. No, his Twitter handle don't exist no more. All right, so yeah, I think when he lost the account, once he's gone, if no account's active, it's no longer existing. So that makes sense. All right. Yeah, so he still has his thing, and this one is the blog spot. Wow. All right. Okay. Let me just click on one of them. All right. I'm going back. Going back. Hold on. All right. Let's go. All right. Let's continue, guys. Sorry. Various.
And what? Explain that to me.
So to remember, guys, just for clarity, for those that don't know, an inactive Gmail account will result in a deletion of a YouTube channel. YouTube gives you at most best, if you're not active in 2 years, they will remove the account. That's how it's supposed to work. So if you're no longer active or using your Gmail, after 2 years, if you have a YouTube channel attached to Gmail, they will delete the Gmail and the account. Let's go. Fair use.
Me because I don't want to jump the gun, and I definitely don't want to say anything crazy. So when you say that's what the family wanted, what do you mean by that? Yeah,
I mean us as a family thought it would be a good idea to put his material on Patreon, and maybe that would cut down on people trying to steal his material. That was the logic behind it.
Okay. Did you ever think about starting your own sub classes all based off of the things that he taught you? Because that would definitely be like another avenue that you could go down. And some people would say that you were married to the greatest dating coach that has ever lived. People have really renowned him like that, and like not with any exaggeration of it. So have you ever thought about starting your own section of that, like dating coaching or sub school or something like that?
I haven't, but that's a really good idea. I like the sub school idea. As far as dating coaching, I'm not a dating coach. Yeah, ARC was like, he was my husband, but he was like my life coach, my mentor. And so I just feel like that's not me. I'm not a coach.
Have you been dating since since he passed?
No, not really. It's just been incredibly lonely. Like widowhood is so lonely.
Yeah, but no one said you're supposed to stay a widow long, baby. If you feel your obligation marriage, it is in your right to go move on and find another mate. Alan Roger would prefer that. That's why the time he had one was short, but was respectful, because you fulfill your duties as wife. You should not be continue the rest of your days alone. That's unacceptable. Fair use, fair use.
I used to come home and it was all of us here. My son, my husband, me.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's just me and Kaden, and we are a family, but it's incredibly lonely. That's all I can say.
Do you still get residuals from his books or anything?
Yes, we get
Good.
royalties.
Okay. And did he have Kaden set up for just in case his demise and everything?
Yes, Kaden has a fund that he'll be able to access when he's 18.
Okay.
That
Okay.
has money set aside specifically for Kaden.
Okay. Great.
Absolutely, yes.
Great. And so, I'm gonna get messy again. Did any of his friends reach out to you trying to console you, good sister?
No, absolutely not. Because you know how they do at the funeral.
I know. Did any of his friends reach out to you trying to console you, good sister?
No, absolutely.
But like I said, baby, you're open again. The market is open, so let the man consult you in a nice way. Trust me, you'll love it. Very use.
Absolutely not. Because you know how they do at the funeral.
I know. Oh, sister.
Oh, sister. Let me hold your hand.
Got their hand all on your lower back trying to console you.
But no, everybody's been very respectful, honestly. Nobody reached out to me trying to talk to me, being disrespectful, nothing like that at all.
Okay, wonderful. If you guys have questions, we're definitely taking them by super chat. If you guys have any questions, this has been such a dope interview so far. Like, I think this will be like one of my favorites, like for real.
Really?
So yeah, I think because we have gotten to see a side of ARC that we didn't know about. And he would be vocal about certain aspects of his life, but I guess to hear from your perspective does add another layer to it. And I really appreciate it. I really do. It's been super dope. Like, okay. And you're a you have a very lovely disposition and just a great attitude. Because some of the shit I asked, I'd have been like, bitch. I've been looking like, girl, pick your ass up. So yeah, girl. So what's day-to-day life for you like right now?
Basically I dropped the baby off at school and I wait for him to get out of school, go pick him up. He goes 4 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
And then Friday through Saturday, we try to get out of the house, do something, go to the park. Yeah, we really love to go swimming. Yeah, mommy stuff for the most part.
Have you ever thought about how having an OnlyFans would affect him down the line?
No, I never really thought about that. When I think about that, I feel like when I for the most part.
Have you ever thought about how having an OnlyFans would affect him down the line?
Now, this is the one that startled me. I was very much, I got very angry at this response for people that don't know. And this is the reason why I didn't want to express my actual feelings when it was time to open up on this particular broadcast, because the note, well, I think I did express my thoughts, but I'm going to give to you my real honest opinion. But you guys listen for yourself what her response about her child and her OnlyFans, and does it really affect her son, her only child. Face.
No, I never really thought about that. When I think about that, I feel like that's a part of me that is not my son's business.
See that?
That's how I feel.
See that?
I feel like there's certain things
Mm-hmm.
that children should just not be privy of at all.
Okay.
About their parents. Like, it's certain things that if my mom took it to her death and I never knew about my mom's sex life, I wouldn't be upset because I don't want to know about that stuff.
And we got to pause right there. I'm going to pause right there. All right. Yes, it is offensive. Regardless, it's not your, because the baby is a baby still. He doesn't know that because he's a child, but he'll know once he becomes, it gets older. Once he goes to, I think, either middle school or high school, and now I'm hearing a lot of kids get the backlash from kids from elementary school, which is very much a red flag, but that's another story. That, yeah, your son's gonna feel that because he's gonna be mingling and meeting other boys and girls in school, and a lot of them that either got access to the internet or their parents are watching OnlyFans content. God knows they come across your content and they see your face and you playing with your pussy. It's going to give a different impression to his friends. But you see, a lot of women don't conceptualize and think about it because they're very selfish. They're not thinking in regards how this is going to affect my children because they don't think long-term in their decision making. That's why a lot of men been saying this countlessly. The worst thing you can have is when you have a mother is engaged in strange things for a piece of change. And to know and say that, they're going to throw it in your son's face. Hell, look at, well, he's not a son, but look at from Drea Michelle or any other mother that's messing around with younger age boys. You think their sons don't hear anything about it? Even to the point you might hear stories of mothers engaged in little loose behavior, prostitution stuff. You don't think that the word don't get on the street? But you see, it goes again. A lot of ladies are not long-term thinkers. Regardless, it's not your child's business. It is their business because everybody's going to open their mouths and tell it and let him know personally what you're doing. So I was very disappointed in that response. She don't give a fuck, personally, in my opinion. And that's not a good thing. And it goes to the fact about ARC's legacy, right? There you have it. And the purpose of this video is to display this portion of this the most. Now, ARC knows he respects and loves children, and even in his own content, while it was still up on YouTube, personally, how he looks at who should be consuming certain things. And I know ARC was very much opposed of kids consuming things that are adult friendly. Even go as far as he might not even want children to know adult friendly content like this. And you as a woman, as a mother, doing this on the web for other thirsty dudes to, give you some money. Now, regardless if you got a roof over your head or not, we already see that you're living pretty decent. For you to do OnlyFans, this is a cry for that you need a man, baby. You're bored and lonely, and you need attention. And it's the worst type of attention you could put yourself as a grown adult woman that's almost pushing middle age. I'm gonna run some more of this, and I'm gonna call tonight. And I don't think no one want to come up. I'll put the call link. I doubt people want to come up, but anyway, I'll put it in anyway, just in case y'all guys want to come up. There's a call link. Let's go. Farious.
So I do have another question. A shout out to Gabe A. Gabe says, would you advise other women to take a similar path as you did, marrying an elderly man? Additional thoughts?
Well, Gabe ARC wasn't elderly. He was only 59 when he passed. And when I met him, he was 56. That's not elderly. That's middle age.
No, it's not.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with.
No, it's not. And we don't have to Google that. We know there's between middle age and elderly. Middle age is around 30s, predominantly mid 30s, 35 and somewhat up. Elder age is 50 and up. You're elder. You're actually considered real elder once you hit the halfway mark of a century. Not 65. No, don't listen to that bullshit. You're elder once you're 50 years old. You're considered old. For those in the back, that's slow. You're elder once you touch 50 years of age. Period. You're middle age once you're 35 and up. So I'm not sure why people still have notion and can't distinguish between the age gap and who is who. We gotta use context. We gotta use our head. We gotta think logic here. An elder person is not over the age of retirement. Elder person is 50 and up. Now, the deepest question we should ask, are all people that's 50 and up considered elders? That's another story. But for the sake of conversation, once you're hit the age of 50, you're an elder. You're an elder. Most people that are born in the 70s now, predominantly up to 75 right now, according to 2025, you're now approaching elder age. If you're born before 75, you are now considered elder. Now, that's it. We're not going back and forth. End of story. Fair use.
Marrying an older man. It's unfortunate that ARC passed away, but that's not the case for all age gap relationships. So yes, I would say if you want to date an older man, that you should. There's lots of perks to being with an older man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it sounds like you guys had a really, really healthy marriage, and even from the way that you've spoke about him, I can tell that you felt safe within your marriage. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people get married and may not necessarily feel safe, and not safe as in like violence, but safe that you knew you had somebody that was going to handle the business or take care of you and do what they have to do to make sure that you're provided for. And that really has shown through all the way, in my opinion. So, yeah. Well, I don't have any more questions.
All right, that's it. Enough of this. Enough of this. Enough of this. I hope this was helpful for all y'all. I cover as much as I can on this, and I was gonna. Matter of fact, let me look at this. I'm trying to think. Should I read this? Man, yeah, I have time. Yeah. Why not? Because this is a teaching lesson anyway. And this is off hold on. And let me do this, guys. I'm doing this a test, but I'm gonna probably open up the window. Yeah. This is OnlyFans. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. Close that. I'm gonna read you the social rise of OnlyFans and see where this lady stands. And I'm gonna take this down. I think this is a teachable lesson, and this is not should be something to ignore. Because now I did have this on my docket for a while now. I think it's now to reveal this, because I know a content creator covered this months back. I think it's more respectful to cover this now, because we don't understand the depths of who really supports OnlyFans, right? Make myself bigger. All right. And really truly, let's be fair, honest. OnlyFans, as you know it, for those that don't know, is a $1 billion business. And a lot of people are on OnlyFans, right? And people think it's just only men. And I think they said only a certain race of men. They said black men was on it the most. But from looking at the information, that's not true. And not only not true, it's not single men that's on OnlyFans. It's morely a human number of people that's already married or whatever situation they are subscribed to OnlyFans, right? So it's not a single man person that's giving these ladies money. And in regards to Jameelah Currie that's in this market now, which she is, she's gonna have some obstacles. And I will give some solutions, because we're gonna learn. All right, let me close this. All right, so let's read on to this. Where's it? Okay. OnlyFans statistics, users, creators, revenue, and more. Behind every OnlyFans success story lies a world of surprise statistics that often goes unnoticed. Who are the creators? How many subscribers are there? And how much money is flowing through the platform? This OnlyFans statistic guide will give you insight into core OnlyFans numbers and changes your perspective of platforms forever. This was December of 2024. The make account, growth tips, content promote, metrics, popular platforms, traffic, creators. Let's table of contents. OnlyFans metrics of how popular it is for platforms. OnlyFans is a key player in the adult content subscription base for one major reason: in popularity. But just how popular is OnlyFans really? The answer that we need to ask the following: how many users are on this platform? How many OnlyFans creators are there? How many women are on OnlyFans? And how many people are subscribed, right? And let me make sure I see my end here. I want to look at both devices. Okay, I can see from my end. Because before I do OnlyFans, I gotta make sure I'm reading on both. All right, good. I can see. All right. All right, good. Look like we're reading good. All right. OnlyFans metrics. Okay. How many people are on OnlyFans? Right now, the platform boasts over 305 million users worldwide. That's a lot. The number really took off during the lockdown of 2019, roughly March. We were 6 years, or we were 6 years under the pandemic of 2020, and the user base doubled. And you see the numbers when OnlyFans was around since 2017. There was not much traction from 2017 from 2019, but the traction really started to grow in 2020. And you see it keep climbing every year to that many users. When it comes to active accounts, the stats get more interesting. Not very registered, or not every registered account stays active, but the platform sees daily activity from tens of millions of users, whether they're subscribers, tipping, posting, or just scrolling. But that is not all. In January 2024, OnlyFans.com saw approximately 1 billion monthly website visits from users worldwide. Need a break? Check out the accurates or the readers subscribe to most today. And let me do this. Let me look at this first. Let me lower this. Let me look at this first. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, from what I'm looking at here, I'm looking at one named Jessie. She has a subscriber base of 260K subscribers. Her monthly charge on OnlyFans is free. The next lady has a subscriber base of 105, which is free as well. No cost to join her OnlyFans. The next one, another woman, she has 51,000 subscribers and has free OnlyFans as well. The next lady has roughly, if my math is right, 5,601,000 subscribers. She has a subscription fee of $3. The next lady has 12,500. She has a subscriber base of $3. The next lady has 136,558 subscribers, a free OnlyFans. Next lady got 50K subscribers, a free OnlyFans. The next lady has 123,000 subscribers, a free OnlyPage. Next woman has nearly almost 300K subscribers, and her OnlyFans is free. And the last one is a black woman, I believe, and her OnlyFans is free. She has 121K subscribers. So going back to the chart, I know. All right, hold on, let me see what's going. And you guys want to come up, the link's in the chat room. You can come up. As you can tell, she right here, she has 121K subscribers. She has a free OnlyFans. So she's not charging nobody a dime to join and see her pictures. How many OnlyFans creators are there? There are more than 1.11 million OnlyFans creators. The platform added about 936K new creators accounts in 2023 alone, and that same number or more is expected by the end of 2024. One moment, guys, and you could look at the graphs for yourself. The number of online content creators worldwide OnlyFans from 2019 to 2023. This is statistic numbers from the bar graph. Out of 305 million users, approximately 4.5 million accounts are created. The OnlyFans data tells us that for every creator account, there are approximately 74 fans, given a 1 to 74 ratio. But don't get misled by this numbers. It skews in by the top creators who are thriving. The average creator does have nearly the many subscribers. The platform is inclusive, even though a good number of OnlyFans creators focus on adult content. It makes room for other creators like fitness, training, and chefs. Knock it off. It's no longer fitness and training and all that nonsense. It's there for women to bust it wide open, to play with their box, their pussy, their butthole, their backside. That's what it's now catered to now. That's the purpose of OnlyFans now. No one's going to go in and say, I'm going to look for private fitness training on OnlyFans. No, they're going to go see someone busted wide open with herself or with a man or with a girl, give or take. The platform is, okay, I read that. The crutch of numbers, about 7% of the creators of OnlyFans post only adult content or focus strictly on adult OnlyFans niche, which there's no niche because the whole website is focused on all that altogether. And within that pool, about 1% make more than 100K annually. That's a small number. So that tells you not much men that's doing what they're supposed to do are going to be on this website looking to pay to see some woman do something weird. Like literally weird. All right. The next most popular creator niche are fitness, wellness influencers, followed by musicians, artists. The cooking and fashion creators round up to top 5. So if you're thinking of niche ideas, you know where to start. No, if you want to make money, bust wide open, show yourself, and screw somebody on OnlyFans. That's where the money's at. Soft, hardcore, X-rated stuff makes money. All that other crap you see me read is bullshit. Moving on. How many women are on OnlyFans? Out of OnlyFans, 305 million users, approximately 4.5 million accounts belong to creators. That means that 1.5% of the platform is users are creators. The creator space is female dominant, obviously, because there are a lot of dudes that's married or etc. are going to spend money on to see a chick do somewhere but not touch or get a whiff or really, blowing her back. With women making up 84% of all creators on the platform. So with these numbers, there are approximately 3.78 million women on the platform. How many people subscribe to OnlyFans? You learned early that OnlyFans has over 305 million registered users, but not all of them are subscribers. Some registered users aren't engaged financially. However, there are more active accounts than passive ones. At least 85% of the registered users are either subscribed to a creator, buying content, or sending tips. On an average, an OnlyFans fan subscribes to 1 out of 3 creators' accounts at any given time. This number can vary depending on the fan's interest, budget, and the type of content they follow. Factors like subscription price and how creators market themselves and influence how many account fans choose to support. While most subscribers stick to a few accounts they love, the most popular creator attracts thousands on tens of thousands of subscribers. These are willing to pay anywhere from upwards to $5 to $50 per month. And remember, that's the average. The most you could charge, or the less you could charge, is $5. For exclusive content, the subscription model with tips and custom requests created a lucrative opportunity for such creators to earn big. But be too caught up in the numbers. Remember, the key to building a subscriber base is consistency, interaction. Fans are likers to stick around if they feel connected to you. So you just focus on providing quality and you'll be successful. Yeah, right. Mostly it's more racial dynamics if you're gonna be successful, roughly. It's not always say you have to be quality. The quality is needed for other things, but really it's more based on who's there, what type of woman, what type of ethnicity woman is on there, for lack of better words. Person. OnlyFans stats, monthly traffic. OnlyFans is just popular in the US, it's global. The US makes up a big chunk of its user base, but other countries like UK, Canada, Australia are far behind. OnlyFans statistics by country shows that creators and subscribers are popping up in every corner of the world. Okay. Monthly traffics is insane. In January 2024, a site got over 1 billion visits from users worldwide. A mind-blowing number that provides how much people love the platform, whether it's because fans are checking out new creators, subscribe to favorites, or just browsing. These OnlyFans traffic statistics show that the site keeps buzzing day and night. OnlyFans creators statistics. OnlyFans isn't just about its million of users. The creators perform the platform or power the platform. Sorry, they bring in subscribers and generate billions in revenue. And as mentioned earlier, there are over 4.11 million of them. Let me check what's going on back here. Take a break. Okay. Hope you guys liking this so far. Let's keep going. All right. The average age of OnlyFans creator based on gender, male creators have an average of age of 32 years of age, while female average age is 29, which is really younger because, but they're doing like a certain medium, it might be mid-20s. I'm not sure about the 29. That's something new. The thing is a large portion of creators coming from the US alone. But just how many OnlyFans creators are there in the US, and why are there so many? Well, there are over 1 million creators in this country. This happens due to a combination of factors, including high internet access, strong entrepreneurial cultures, and relatively lenient environments for adult content. These factors make an attractive platform for Americans looking to become creators and make money. The sheer volume of creators show how competitive the platform has become, but I also highlight the massive demand for diverse content. However, not all show up requests are approved on the platform. New users have to go through a verification process to get certified as creators. Many submit accounts do not meet the requirements during this process and are subsequently left out. I wonder why. Created accounts are created accounts approved, so that may approve because some of them have to meet 18 years and older or so. Yeah. In March of 2024, OnlyFans received around 197,504 requests for creator accounts. However, only 30% of them were cleared for usage. From the second half of the OnlyFans chart, data show the platform is getting around 1.97 million requests to register creator accounts, but only 637.5 thousand were approved. Furthermore, data from the OnlyFans users statistically also indicates that OnlyFans delete 31,718 accounts in March of 2014. Because the creator violate OnlyFans terms of service, the number do not account the user who delete their accounts voluntarily. OnlyFans males versus female statistics. OnlyFans thrive on diversity. The platform demographics show that much, even through creators, come from all walks of life. Some trend to stand out. There is a major gap between the percentage of women with OnlyFans and that of men. While women dominate with 84%, male creators accounts for about 14%, and non-binary and other creators make up 2% of the OnlyFans demographics. Even though men are non-binary creators are consistent, growing their presence and the female to male ratio remains heavily imbalanced. But the thing is, this trend doesn't affect the platform performance, even though it may receive it as an imbalance. It is what makes OnlyFans work and what helps provide maximum content for subscribers that work because subscribers are predominantly male, obviously. And let me see how much more left because I want to wrap this up. All right. Oh wow, there's more. All right. Well, I gotta go through this and go through as quickly as possible. All right. The average OnlyFans creator accounts as 21 subscribers, but the top 10% of creators generate most of the platform's wealth. While many creators struggle to build big following success while make massive profits, for example, the top creators attract thousands of subscribers who pay up to $30 or more per month. They also earn more money, tips, pay message, and custom content requests, which further boosts the earnings. Creators also market themselves aggressively on platforms Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Reddit. Do you hear Jameelah Currie? If you're not using these platforms, you're not growing. And I'm going detail before I wrap this up. Lure new fans. Those who post content constantly, offer higher quality content, and engage with their audience often see impressive results. There is no way around promotion. You can't grow without it. The more you promote, the higher your payout you see. Sadly, it's also the most exhausting part. You stress about posting all the time, missing days, constant dipping, and earning. You promote folders in a mess, post flops, and make you anxious. You waste hours on social media every day. It can suck the soul out of you, but doesn't have to be that way with social rise. Try it. Any of those sound familiar? It makes promotion easy and effective so you can focus on your pay page. OnlyFans earning statistics. Different OnlyFans members earn based on several factors, including how much they charge, their subscription count, extra service, etc., etc., etc. Even OnlyFans takes a cut, which also affects the average OnlyFans income. But they take like 20%. That ain't nothing. Or 25% while I'm here. Just like they take 25% out of super chats. So what exactly do females and male creators earn on platforms, and how much does OnlyFans make a year? Let's pick these apart. Creators earn OnlyFans stats from income distribution. According to OnlyFans statistics, the top 1% creators earn 33% of the platform total revenue, while the bottom 10% struggle to make anything. The income brackets are wide. The average OnlyFans creator earn around 150 to 180 per month, while others earn 100K to 1 million annually. Factors like content quality, post frequently, niche, and audience engagement significant determine creators' earnings. Earnings by gender, female creator take the lead. Earnings on average $180 per month, while male creators earn an average of $150 per month. Generally, women earn more and are likely to earn faster because most fans are looking for female content, obviously. However, as a male creator, you can earn above average too if you put certain strategies in place. Male creators, while less dominant on the platform, have a growing audience. OnlyFans net worth is a revenue. So how much is OnlyFans worth? The platform is net worth isn't explicit statistically. Stats. But we can look at some financial data and get an idea of for OnlyFans validation of 2020. They achieved a net revenue around $380 million US dollars. By 2021, the company revenue reached $932 million, with creators collected earnings $3 billion additionally, and 221 OnlyFans worth reaching a new height of company validation at $1 billion. The owner, Leonard Ravosky, received $500 million in dividends between 2021 and 2022. Okay. And this is subscription-based revenue, non-subscription. Okay. In 2023, OnlyFans made roughly $541 million in US dollars in revenue from subscription products alone, and while non-subscription based revenue, while around $765.8 million US dollars for the year. That gave a total of roughly 1.3 billion US dollars. What more than total transaction volume on the platform rose to about 6.62 billion and was 5.5 billion in 2022, a 4.79 billion in 2021. Oh, so it keep going up. Okay, and which shows a 19.46% year-over-year growth between 2020 to 2023. OnlyFans growth and success is closely tied to the number of posts on platforms. As March 2024, OnlyFans report approximately 44 million pieces of post content, and significant increase from previous months of 42.3 million posts. Creators constantly upload new content, gain more subscriptions, earn regular. Revenue breakdown. OnlyFans business model is straightforward. A term revenue breakdown. Platforms take 20% of commission on all creator earnings, including subscription fees, tips, and pay-per-view content. This means the creator keeps 80% of their profits. By the end of 2023, the platform generates record-breaking 1.3 billion in revenue, with 2024 ending, and the growth tends to likely continue and cause another significant rise in OnlyFans revenue. OnlyFans demographics. Who is subscribing to OnlyFans, and what characteristics define them? Let's look into the latest data of OnlyFans subscriber demographics. OnlyFans users by gender. OnlyFans subscribers based on the predominantly males that make up 71% of users, so that the percentage of women have an OnlyFans only about 29% of numbers, differ slightly from those looking only at a creator account. OnlyFans users by age. Most users of OnlyFans are young adults between 18 and 34, making up 6% of the users. The data is in line with how young people tend to use subscription-based platforms, more out of 18 through 24 years old, and around 29.64%, and 25 through 34 years old, roughly 31.25%. Here's a quick breakdown of the age demographics. 18 through 24, 29%. 25 to 34, 31%. 35 to 44, 17%. 45 for 54, 10%, or 11%. 55 to 64, nearly 7%. 65 up, 4%. The platform is known for being friendly to millennials and Gen Zs, but creators in their 40s and beyond are holding their niche too. Okay. OnlyFans users by country. OnlyFans has a global reach of large user base in United States, accounts for over 40% of total subscribers. United Kingdom, see here. Rest of the world, gray. United States, blue. High, United Kingdom. Dark brown, okay. In 2023, OnlyFans generate over 6% of the annual net income in the United States, which is big. And however, January 2024 users in the United States garnered about 455 million visits, followed by the countries like Canada and the UK, and with about 35 million and 33.6 million visits respectively. Mexico following closely with 29 million visits by Australia, and as far behind 28 million. The platform is also expanded in countries like India, Brazil, etc. When it comes to OnlyFans users by state, California, Texas, Florida, New York, and Pennsylvania had the highest number of users in the United States. So let's go back at California, Texas, Florida, New York, and Pennsylvania. And not to mention, those people are married, because married people are subscribed to OnlyFans more than single people don't know. Don't be fooled what I'm reading. There's some things I can click on the internet that has another pie chart showing maybe that. OnlyFans statistics. When percentage of OnlyFans is what we call adult content, estimates suggest that around 70 to 80% of the platform is adult content. This doesn't mean OnlyFans is one dimension creators, and that's a high. Adult content is 80%. That's not short. That's high. That tells OnlyFans is really adult content only website. because it's more than half for people that know. Doesn't mean OnlyFans is one dimensional. Creators being their style and their content, people prefer OnlyFans over traditional adult sites because the personal and authenticity connection of creators, despite the reputation of platform, has tried to present itself versatile. But let's not kid ourselves. Sex does sell. And what makes OnlyFans so popular is why creators can charge high subscription price and ask for tips. How many OnlyFans accounts are there? Again, 305 million registered users. We're just saying again. How many average? Okay, 200 subscribers. How many OnlyFans millionaires are there? Now, these are how many OnlyFans millionaires are there? This is an important one. Over 300 creators of OnlyFans have surpassed 1 million annually earning mark. These top creators earning significantly more than average creators, with some earning up to 20 million monthly. I know one that is said that I noticed that's on IG was making close to that, or made that a year, I think. All right, that's it. If you guys want this information, you're going to have to join Discord service for this particular information. Or not, if you don't want to join Discord service, you could, let me know in the comment section. I'll give you my email, and you have to, give me something for my time to send to you personally, but that's optional. So what y'all think about that? Do you think that the average person today, knowing this information out, think that OnlyFans is not just some regular website that people just harvest? And do you believe or know that Miss Jameelah Currie, if she really wants to make money on her, that the thing she has to do to grow, she's going to have to post every day? That means since you post on Patreon, you might have to start use your Facebook page more as an advertising hub. You might have to create a TikTok, and you'll have to create IG and start posting crazy. And really, this method does work because if you're a woman and you look half decent, you will create a following. I think the way how she go about it is not the right way. Going on Patreon to already Pace's platform will not grow your OnlyFans. You want to grow it, you're going to have to put yourself out there on the internet for free, baby. You're going to have to go out there and post on social media. That means you got to post on IG, TikTok, Reddit, and Facebook. So those are things that if you want to be a creator, especially Miss Currie or anybody else, you're going to do that. But other than that, guys, that's the scoop. That's the information. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. And make sure to like and subscribe to the Chaos Rain channel. All right, guys, that's it for me tonight. Thank y'all for watching today's stream. The links to follow me are above. You can follow me on Twitter at ChaosRain7. You can add me a friend on Facebook, Eric Ray on Facebook. You can join my Discord service as well. Follow me on Rumble, CRain23 on Rumble. And last but not least, become a member of the Chaos Rain Show. Membership always got its perks, people. Always become a member of the show. That's it for today's stream. And until next time, let the chaos reign.
Man, fuck all you hoes. Fuck you and your mammy and your granny too. And fuck all you hoes.
They like the chaos.
They like the chaos. So when you're able to
Chaos.
let that chaos reign with,
Chaos.
let that chaos reign with,
Chaos.
let that chaos reign with,
Must reign.